Oh, Scotland retain the Calcutta Cup, which seems to be a regular thing at the moment. This is Kieran. This is Kieran Talks Rugby. I'm going to give you my honest reaction to just watching the England game. It's finished Scotland 30, England 21. The game itself, the best way to describe it, scrappy. No team really had control. It was going backwards and forwards. Lots of teams made errors. It wasn't a very flowing game, but what do you expect with the two rivalries that you've got between Scotland and England? Congratulations to the Scotland team on winning it. I am an Englishman. I'm trying to give my unbiased opinion on this, but Scotland deserved their win. They took their chances. They entered the 22 two times at the beginning, and they came away with 14 points. England missed a few kicks, but ultimately Scotland took their opportunities, and well done. England's attack, I felt, was better this week compared to the previous weeks, but there's definitely an issue with that Springbok kind of blitz defence. It's high risk, high reward is the best way of describing it. When it works amazingly. But again, with someone like the quality of Finn Russell, and he has all the tricks that he needs to do, little kicks over the tops, little delayed passes. And that was it. I felt like for the games and stuff like that, Van der Merwe played brilliant. I predicted he would have got a hat-trick. I texted a couple of my mates. They were like, no. And then he got that, which is, well, from a Scotland point of view, absolutely brilliant. On the England team, I felt Ben Earl had a really standard game, making that number 8 shirt his. I felt when the bench came over with the Martin, he added a different dynamic to the game. And then when Feo Abusu came on, he was quality. And I feel like England are lacking that. I understand in a transition when you're swapping from like a new structure, a new cycle where you're coming into it, you need to build into it. But England have got talent, and the only way that these boys are going to get their game time is if you put them in these scenarios. And again, just absolutely gutted that we have to wait another year for the Calcutta Cup to potentially be England. But like I said, credit where credit is due. Scotland played really well. I mean, they were just absolutely taking England apart. They worked out how to get past that rush defence. They worked it really, really well. They took their opportunities, and they just did absolutely amazing. Like I said, a couple of injuries to Scotland. To Pelotu is gone off at half time. Couldn't shake off what injury he had, and hopefully that's nothing serious and he can come back for the rest of the championship. But from an England point of view, we can take some positive things from this. The attack looked really good. Again, when you're swapping players in and out, so we didn't make a massive amount of changes. But again, it's just one of those things. It's going to take time, but it's just absolutely gutting that England, again, are kind of feel like we're in a never-ending circle. We're just not progressing anywhere. But yeah, you need to stay by your team. You need to stick by your team and just keep pushing through the process. Because what you've got to remember, we've now got Ireland and France ahead of us. And if you look at it in terms of like if they had a number above their head on like what level they are, they're going to be significantly higher because these teams have moulded, they've had minutes together, they've had championships together, and this is quite a very young England team with some very experience. But again, playing with a new defence coach with Felix Jones. I think it's Felix Jones, I know his name's Felix. But yeah, just it's gutting is basically what I'm trying to say, but that's just my honest reaction. The game itself was a very, very scrappy game. I mean, I watched the Wales and Ireland game, and I was just playing on my phone for most of it because just Ireland were pure dominant. I'll do a video on that later coming up. But yeah, just honest reaction of just gutted, really. I just wish England hit a little bit harder, did a little bit more, but it's one of those things. Like I said, when a team is in transition, the first thing you want to make sure that your team has a solid defence, because you can win championships with defence. Now, that's fine, but the issue I've got is when England were behind, when they were 11 points behind and chasing the game and it went on, you need to attack, you need to offer something. And I don't feel like England have got that haymaker, that big right hand to follow at the moment. They've got the personnel to do it. Don't get me wrong, they've got the personnel to do it, but I don't feel that England have that knockout blow. So that's my initial reaction. Congratulations, Scotland. Absolutely won the Calcutta Cup. no questions asked. They were the better team. Score says it on the end of the day. But yeah, just absolutely gutted. So that's my initial reaction of the game. I would be interested to know what you guys kind of think, what you thought of the game, who you thought were standout players and stuff like that. Just put them in the comments below. But yeah, like I always say on the channel, just trying to give my honest opinion, my honest feedback on things. And again, just spread the word of rugby, because I honestly think it is the best sport in the world. Lots of different players, lots of different positions. They can all come together. But yeah, another year waits. Anyway, catch you in the next one, guys.